1948 brought Pakistan not only into the throes of war, but also into the shadows of grief. Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, key figure in the creation of Pakistan, was diagnosed with tuberculosis in the late 1930s. His physician, Dr. J.A.L. Patel, was aware of his condition. Jinnah, respecting his privacy and understanding the potential political ramifications of his illness, becoming public, insisted that Dr. Patel keep the diagnosis confidential. The secrecy was crucial for Jinnah, as he was leading the movement for the creation of a separate nation for Muslims in India. Lord Mountbatten, the last viceroy of British India, once mentioned that had he known about Jinnah's tuberculosis, he might have delayed the partition of India, hoping that Jinnah's eventual death would slow down the push for Pakistan. There is speculation that Jinnah himself was aware of the political significance of his illness. He might have feared that if the Indian National Congress knew about his tuberculosis, they would stall the negotiations, potentially jeopardizing the creation of Pakistan. Jinnah's determination to keep his condition hidden was likely influenced by a complex mix of personal and political reasons, including the desire to see his vision for Pakistan realized. Despite his frail health, his dedication to the nation never wavered. Pakistan, still in its infancy, faced monumental challenges: an economic crisis, the influx of refugees, and the absence of a constitution, necessitating the adoption of the British Act of 1935 as a stopgap measure. The decision to implement this act was primarily pragmatic, driven by the immediate necessity to have working legal framework to govern the country. The act was the last framework of legal authority available that was detailed enough to be functional for the new state. The Government of India Act 1935 was one of the few documents that had detailed administrative procedures and was already somewhat familiar to the leaders and administrators of both India and Pakistan. It provided a broad structure for governance, including an outline for both central and provincial government functions. While Pakistan began to work on its own constitution, the Government Act of 1935 served as a provincial set of laws to fill the constitutional gap until the Constitutional Assembly of Pakistan could draft a new constitution. It provided a familiar administrative and legal system which could be adopted for the immediate need for the new state, while it established its own sovereign constitution. The act was eventually replaced by the Constitution of Pakistan in 1956, which declared Pakistan an Islamic Republic. When Pakistan applied for membership in the United Nations after gaining independence in 1947, Afghanistan was the only country to vote against its admission. The main reason for this was related to Afghanistan's stance on the Durand Line, the border between Afghanistan and Pakistan, which Afghanistan did not recognize. The Durand Line was a legacy of the British colonial era, and Afghanistan claimed that ethnic Pashtuns on the Pakistani side of the line were divided from their brethren in Afghanistan against their will. However, Afghanistan's opposition did not prevent Pakistan from being admitted to the United Nations, as the majority of member states voted in favor of its admission. Amidst these turbulent times, a somber incident occurred: the mysterious breakdown of the ambulance meant to transport the critically ill Quaid in Karachi. Speculations of conspiracy still linger around this event, which preceded the loss of nation's beloved leader. His final words: "God, Pakistan, encapsulated his lifelong devotion to the country. His funeral was a testament to his impact, with over 600,000 attendees mourning the father of their nation. The incident of Muhammad Ali Jinnah's ambulance breakdown is surrounded by speculation and has become part of the lore surrounding the last days of Pakistan's founder. The story goes that on the way from Quaid to Karachi, the ambulance carrying a seriously ill Jinnah broke down, leaving him and his companions stranded for hours before help arrived. In another video, I will discuss the speculation around Quaid Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah's death. Thank you very much for watching this video, and have a great day.